Hey everybody, it's Daniel here from Here4Us. Hope you're all doing well. So, as you already have heard and seen on the news, the tensions that are happening in Israel, right? The war that broke out. If you saw how the financial markets, the futures markets reacted to that on October 8th when they opened, you saw basically stocks, equities gap down, bonds gap up, oil gap up as well, right? Big reaction to the news. And now there was speculation of, okay, what happens next? How does this play out? Does this exacerbate and gets worse? What is Biden going to do? Are they going to blame Iran and whatnot, and so on, right? And when you look at how things progressed, the gap that happened in the equity markets were basically filled the next day. We saw equities continue its rally. Bonds, on the other hand, continue to rally forward as well. And just recently, on Wednesday, oil retraced the gap as well, basically shrugging off the news, right? So what's going on? Is this a risk event is this a big risk to keep an eye on when it comes to the equity markets, the bond markets, oil, and so on, or not exactly, right? Now, according to how the markets played out, filling that gap and completely reversing the other way, it basically tells you that, it's definitely a risk for the markets, but how Biden played the news and how he came out was that he didn't go out to blame Iran or create bigger tensions, saying that, hey, Iran was involved in this, we're going to put more sanctions, which could be very, very disruptive in terms of the oil market. And that's why we saw oil basically retrace that mark. Yes, it popped to $84 per barrel, but it came down after a couple of days because of the soft tone that came out from Biden and the U.S. administration. Right? Now, what can happen later? I mean, anything can happen. Can things exacerbate? Oil spikes up, stocks fall again, and bonds rip? Sure, 100%, right? But if that situation, continues to, de-escalate in the sense that there's not much sanctions or repercussions coming out from the U.S., and nothing that's going to harm in terms of maybe the oil market, in terms of more being involved in the war, and that starts to basically fade, then yes, 100% the equity markets will continue to shrug it off. The bond markets will do its thing, and the oil market will actually be under pressure. You think that oil would continue to rally, especially on all of these tensions. If it starts to de-escalate, then you will see a continuation of oil selling off, right? Now, another thing is that what's causing the stocks and bonds to move up, which I'll talk about in another video, is the change in tone in the Federal Reserve, right? So as you see this data, as you start to see this news start to fade out, as the days progress, you're going to see the market start to focus on a different arena, or go back to the same arena where they were focusing on before, which was the Federal Reserve, the data, the inflation numbers, right? What is the expectation and the projections and so on, right? So those are going to be the key things I feel in the coming weeks. The Fed does meet on November 1st, and we're going to hear from Powell what they have to say. And it'll be interesting to see that, this rate hike that was expected to come this year, are we going to still see that or not, right? And we're starting to see those probabilities change quite a bit. So let me know what you guys think. How does this all play out? with the tensions in Israel, in the financial markets, in the economy? Will it be, something that de-escalates very fast, or will it escalate to something completely different? Let me know your thoughts. Leave a comment below, subscribe, hit the like button, bell icon to be notified on the next video, and I'll see you guys around. Cheers. Bye.